That's better. Whatever. Tech Talk, Snowman contest winner, book bingo. Definitely want to take that off. Bingo. Panda Express. Holiday craft night. Parent chat. All right, so parent chat, Tydings, PTO meeting, tech talk, and technical event. And I still haven't received the email from the secretary. Hi.
Hi.
So, I see you arrived early. Woohoo!
Wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be late.
Yes. Miss Barnett.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Like, what just happened? It just got dark in here all of a sudden, but you guys can't tell. Yes, Miss Peterson, I see you again.
Yes, I'm pulling a double.
So at this point, I'm just adding the PT board and administration.
What are we talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I just let them know who I'm allowing in the room right now. And Miss Clausen.
All right.
You got it working? Miss Clausen? You got it working yet? Not quite.
Okay.
There you go.
Jeez. First
I
my
saw you
camera
try
didn't
to
work.
jump in and it cut you out.
First my camera didn't work, then my sound didn't work. All better. How
All
are
right,
you?
well, I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
So I'm going to go ahead and admit everybody. If you can go ahead and just announce that they insert their names in the chat.
Perfect.
Then about 3 minutes into it, right before Miss Peterson goes off, can you remind him again?
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Okey-doke.
Hey, staff.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Nice seeing you again, Mr. Brooks.
As everybody jumps on,
Are
can I
you
just have you
sick?
sign into the chat, please?
Are you sick of me yet, Miss Rosa?
No, I think you'd be sick of me. I'm the one who's waving in your camera. All right, so if everybody can go ahead and insert their name in the chat if they didn't hear Ms. Clausen, so we can get a tally of everyone who's here. And we're gonna go ahead and wait a couple of minutes, probably until 6:35 before we get started. Mr. Brooks, Chevelle says hi. It's in the chat.
Hello. Stop.
So at this point, we're going to wait until 6:35 to start. We're asking everybody to insert their names into the chat so we can have attendance. All right, I think it's good to go. So to start off our PTO meeting today, we have Miss Peterson, who is going to let us know about, I'm sorry, I don't know this exact information. Miss Peterson, can you take it from here?
Sure. So I am going to just be walking you through how to log into Clever and all that Clever has to offer for your scholar. And then I am going to walk you through Class Notebook. And the best way to figure out Class Notebook is for me to offer you tips on troubleshooting Class Notebook, because a lot of times most of our scholars are saying it doesn't work or they don't get it or something to that nature. So I am going to walk you through just logging in to Clever, showing you around, and then troubleshooting Class Notebook.
All right, and before we begin, I've been reminded that I need to show something I keep forgetting about because this is virtual, the agenda. So here's the agenda for today. So Tech Talk with Clever and Class Notebook presented by Mrs. Peterson, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
You should have the ability to share now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to start with logging into Clever. It's really quite simple, but I know that sometimes things don't always go as we want them to. So of course you are, can everyone see my screen? Is that, hold on, I just went to full screen. There we go. All right, can everyone see now? Okay, fantastic. So when your child logs in, they will be taken to, this is like their home screen for Student View. They will go to Office 365 and Clever Portal. Click on Clever Link. And this is the most important part. So most times when kids are having a hard time logging in, this is the reason why. They're not logging in with the Active Directory. So make sure always, always, always that your child is logging in with the Active Directory. It's going to ask them their sign in, and it's basically their student number with @ccboe.com at the end. And then you will log in using their student view password. So their login is their student view credentials. So that student number with @CCBOE. All right, so this is what my students see when they log in. So most teachers have their own setup. So I know, like with my daughter, she's in kindergarten, and so she has one for the music teacher. She has one for the art teacher and one for her homeroom teacher. So it just kind of depends on which teacher set things up. But my kids only see mine. So I have set up a page. Inside of that page are all of the resources that I use. So your scholars teacher will probably have their page set up as well, and it will house all of the resources or the apps that your child's teacher utilizes. As you can see, this child's favorites are Dreambox Typing Club, Imagine Math Facts, and Go Noodle. So, oh, and a little bit further down the screen, I can't scroll because this is a screenshot, but here it says teacher pages. So that's my page. I think this one is Miss Knoll, and there's one for Miss Norris as well. So I think those are the 3 teachers that this child can see when they log in. So there's really no way to troubleshoot Clever. Either it's working or it's not. There's nothing that your child can do to fix it or to fix anything that's wrong with it. So just making sure that they are logging in with that that Active Directory is going to be the main thing. So that was actually really quick, but just making sure that they're logging in with that Active Directory. Now, class notebook is a little more difficult. So class notebook, some teachers have decided to utilize class notebook with their scholars, and it's helpful because the teacher can post a worksheet and the students can work on that worksheet. And the teacher can see like in real time what the scholar is typing or writing, and can offer feedback and things like that. So it really is very useful. My students get to class notebook through our class website. So on my homepage of our class website, I have the Clever link, and I also have class notebook. However, if your child's teacher does not have that linked on their website, here's how they get to it. So they would go again to the Office 365 and the Clever portal link and click there. But this time, instead of clicking on Clever link, they're going to click Office 365. Once they're in to Office 365, they'll find their notebook. So on this child's Office 365 homepage, there's my notebook there. It's Miss Peterson, quarter 2. So they will click to enter into the notebook. Again, it'll probably ask them to log in. They'll use their student number at ccboe.com and then their student view password. So when the kids get in, here's the fun part. Here's where the trouble always starts. The kids are saying, oh, I don't see anything. It's blank. There's no work there. And then, of course, they're going to want to give up. I don't have any work. I don't have to do any work. It's not that simple. So if you look on the screen, it says no section group selected. It's just because that the child hasn't actually opened the notebook yet. So you will see over on the left side, it says Miss Peterson, quarter 2. That's the notebook that they're in. And you see that they have a collaboration space, a content library, and then up under that will be your scholar's name. So they need to click on their name to open the notebook. Until they click on their name, they won't be able to do anything. So once they have clicked on their name, it will open up and it should allow them to see the tabs that the teacher has set up. So my scholars see all of these tabs when they log in. And I have mine set up by weeks. In the first quarter, I had it set up by subject. And so I decided to try setting it up by weeks, and I'm really not sure which one is better. So your scholar's teacher will decide what's best for them as far as organization. So they have all of these tabs and they just need to go, I'll say, Okay, boys and girls, the work that we're doing today is under week 14. You want to look at text features tracker, and they will click on week 14, and then they will click on text features tracker, and it will open up this page. Now, this is like a PDF that I've added in, and I've set it as the background so that they can't move it. All they can do is create text boxes to type on it. Okay. So let's say your student says, oh my goodness, I lost all my work. I was typing and now it's not there. It happens, but also we know that that's an excuse. Here's how you can check if it actually happened or if it's just an excuse. At the top, it says page versions. It will pull up every version of that page that your child has worked on. This is an automatic saving kind of resource. So as your child is typing, it automatically saves every so often. So once I click on page versions, I can see that the only version that's there is the one that I created on November 30th. And it says it right there. I don't know if you guys can actually see my mouse on the screen, but there you go. It actually says it right there, that that's the only version that there is for that page. Okay. So then at the top, they have all of these really cool tools. So if you go to the insert section at the very top of their notebook, there are all of these incredible tools. My kids really get a kick out of it. The file, insert picture, those aren't highlighted because my cursor is in the title. If my cursor was actually in the body of the page, it would be highlighted. So my kids have been working with this for a while, so they know, I'm sure most scholars know how to use all of this. So they can insert pictures. So we've been doing a lot with writing, as you can see on her page. We've been doing things with ostriches and writing about ostriches. And so they really like being able to add pictures to their writing. So whenever they're done with their writing, they go to the little picture icon and they search for pictures of whatever it is that we are writing on, and they insert pictures. So they really, really like that. The audio is really awesome because students who have, even for students who don't have modifications or IEPs can use it, but they can talk their answer and the teacher, or speak their answer, and the teacher can play the audio and hear the student's response. So that's really neat as well. Of course, they have emojis and math symbols. So that's really helpful when we get to like the math portions of what we're doing. So when we were doing picture graphs, my kids got a really big kick out of using emojis for the pictures on their picture graphs. So there's a lot that comes with Class Notebook. And then there's the draw function. So as you can see, I've drawn on this page. I wrote in the word Africa with the draw tool. So once you are in the draw tool, you have a text feature where you can type. You have the purple one is actually the eraser. That's like purple at the tip and then white at the other end. That's the eraser. You have a pencil function and a highlighting function, which is really awesome because scholars can go through and highlight the text. And then, of course, like right now, it's set on pencil. And so these are my pencil colors. And if I don't like any of these colors or I want to choose a different color, I just click on the palette and I get more options. When you click on the highlighter, you get different color options for the highlighter. And of course, they're lighter because it's a highlighter. So you have all of these functions in Draw as well. So these are all ways that your scholar can show what they know and create their work. And then on the home screen, And this is really cool. On the home screen, you get this little microphone button over here, which is different from adding audio. This is like it dictates. So whatever you speak, it types for you. So if the student really wants to turn in, like if they want to know how to spell a word, they can just speak and it will write it on the screen for them. So this is giving access to the curriculum for all students. It's a great way for all students to be able to access the curriculum and show what they know, even without being able to like spell correctly or things like that. So that's a really cool function that Class Notebook also gives. Over here, this big blue section that I have here, I've blanked out all of the kids' names so that you don't see it. So this is what the Class Notebook looks like from my end. So I see the collaboration space, content library, and then my teacher only section. And then right up under that, list all of my students, every single one of them. And that's how I can click on their pages to see their work. So that is it in a nutshell for Class Notebook. I created a demo notebook so that you could see what it looks like in real time, so to speak. But you get your welcome page. There's a collaboration space, content library, and then my teacher only section. Had this been a real notebook, you would see all of my children's names down here. But I just go to my teacher section. I create a page. After I've created a page, I just distribute the page to all of my students. So it's really like nice and nifty. If you are ever in Class Notebook and your student is, I still can't do it, I still don't know what I'm doing, it still won't let me edit, it won't let me type, it won't let me draw or anything like that, I want you to make sure that you are looking in this area. It's not on my screen, but over here, it will say edit notebook. And if it says edit notebook, it means that they are not in editing mode. So they would need to click edit notebook and then edit in the browser so that they are able to actually use the draw tool, the typing tool, so that they can finish their assignment. So this area right here, if it ever says edit notebook, it means that they are not actually in edit mode and that they need to actually turn on that edit mode. So that is Class Notebook in a nutshell. I've already given these presentations to our PTO president. So I'm thinking she's going to upload them so that you can look back at it. But that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions? Yay? No? I hope that means it was good then.
Oh no, I learned a lot. I have a high schooler that's using this and I'm glad to have this information. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Can you go ahead and resend the slides to me because I didn't see it in my email.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I actually may have sent it to
Ms. Clausen?
yep, I think I may have sent it to her.
Yeah.
I'll get it to you.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Miss Peterson, this is Davita Usual. I have a question.
Sure.
When you first showed us, I believe you went through Student View to get to Clever, and it's tons of applications there. Is it any way that we can see from Clever a list of the applications our kids are actually like logging into? Like, can we see a log of that from there? I'm not sure if you know that or not.
To see which apps that your student is logging into?
Yes.
Yes, there is. And I have to click around to find it for sure. But I know definitely on the teacher side, there's a way. I think it's like analytics or some, we get an analytics tab on our end. So I'm not sure if students get that tab or not, but the
So can
teacher
we
could tell
log
you.
into Clever through Parent View? Like if I wanted to see what my son was doing, could I do? And I'm sorry, I can't look right now on my app on my phone because if I do, I think it's gonna shut down my Zoom again. But yeah, is it like I don't know if you know, but is it like a link through Parent View where we can log into Clever to kind of see what our kids are doing? Because I do know for my son's class, I believe they have a minimum of, they're supposed to at least be doing like 5 RAS Kids assignments and 5 Dream Boxes or something like during the week. But I never know if he does them or not. So I just wanted to know if it was a way that I could check.
Each individual app has its own little place where you can figure out what they're doing. So I know for my daughters are also in school. And so when I go into Dreambox, I click on their name and it shows me how many lessons she's done for the week. So I know that you can go into each individual app to do that. The only thing that Clever is going to show you is probably like when they last logged in. So I'm looking on my teacher in right now, and I can see when my students last logged in to each of the apps, but I can't, I would have to go into the actual app to see how many assignments they completed, how many minutes they were on. And so as the parent, you would have to do that same thing from their account. You would have to go into the app unless you've set up like, I know for like iRead and Imagine Learning and things like that, you can set up a parent account and it'll send you like weekly updates of what they're doing. So you probably want to do that. And then that way you can have your own information on what they're doing.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We also have a question in the chat that, as not a classroom teacher, I don't know the answer to. The question is, how do you know what Dreambox lesson was assigned?
So you go to their name. Miss Metz is probably the best person to talk about this. Is Miss Metz on?
I
No?
don't think she is.
This is Miss Barnett. I can explain that. So with Dreambox, what your scholar would do was log on, and Dreambox kind of automatically assigns scholars what they're supposed to do, or if the classroom teacher has an activity for them to do, it would show up. But Dreambox adjusts to the scholar's level, their proficiency in whatever skill they're working on. So it would show up when the scholar logged in.
There's a calendar icon. When you log into Dreambox, they'll click on that calendar icon and it'll show them any teacher assigned assignments. Other than that, they have what they call like a path. It's like a path. They just get random assignments based on their level.
Yes, Mr. Brooks?
I just want to also mention that it's important for parents to know when they're doing Dreambox not to help them, because it is self-regulating and going based on how your child's doing. If you're providing support for them and it thinks that they're getting those answers correct, it self-adjusts. So you want to make sure that you're not giving any assistance for Dreambox.
And towards the end of the meeting, I actually wanted to let anybody know if they wanted to stay behind, I can take them step by step through some information with Dreambox and Beanstack. Does anybody else have any questions for Ms. Peterson? Thank you so much, Ms. Peterson. All right, so we're going on to our next thing of the day. Sorry, getting stuff ready. All right, so our next item on the agenda is our Snowman contest winner. Our Snowman contest winner was Christopher Washington with 43 likes on Facebook.
Can we see his snowman? Do you have a picture of his snowman?
Yes, actually, I meant to pull that one up. That's one thing I forgot to pull up. Give me 1 second. I made a video of everybody's. Give me 1 second to stop share so I can get it so it goes back with music. So those were all the snowman contests, and I believe it's right here. And this was the winning picture from Christopher Washington. So this was available on our JP Ryan Facebook page, JP Ryan PTO Facebook page, sorry. All right. And I also wanted to let people know about our winter book bingo. As always, we're always trying to promote reading. So, oops, wrong one. There we go. So we made this winter book bingo for people to do over the break that won't be due until the end of January. They went out in the last distribution. So, and there'll be a little prize for it if they turn them in. All right. Next, I want to let people know that we actually raised $203 from our Panda Express fundraiser last month. Woohoo! And we also have another one coming up on January 11th. And this is a nationwide Panda Express fundraiser. So let everybody know about it as long as they live next to a Panda Express and can use their phone for ordering. They'll order on the Panda Express app using this code that's below 901666, and the 28% goes towards the school. So, and also I enjoyed their delivery. They have a delivery option that goes, I guess, straight to DoorDash, but you can't order through them. You have to go order through the Panda Express. So that was pretty cool. All right, so we have our holiday craft night coming up on Friday. I hope you already RSVP'd. Our main craft event is going to be the Welcome Winter Cardinal sign. So please, if you did sign up, please pick up your supplies from the JP Ryan front office during school hours this week, or contact me at jpryanpto@gmail.com to try and make other arrangements. We have another parent chat coming up on January 6th. Our Charles County Librarian, Mrs. Tydings, is going to be coming again to let us know some more information about what's going on in this library, in the public library. So she had a lot of really nice information for us last time, so it'll be exciting this time. At our next PTO meeting, we're actually having tech talk with Miss Metz. And she's also going over in depth about Dreambox. And we're going to have our second annual readathon on February 22nd through March 5th. So I'm excited about that. I was really excited about it last year, and I hope everybody gets excited about it again this year. All right, Miss Clausen, posted the survey form in the chat. So before y'all leave, make sure you fill that out. Here we go. The scholars last year really did get into the readathon. I had people coming up to me during the Black History Month event saying, I wish I was at home doing the readathon. So I hope they get excited about it this year. Does anybody have any questions?
Hi, it's Ms. Peterson again. Just one more thing. I am also your facilitator for Girls Who Code, and I am going to be sending out information. We are starting Girls Who Code in January, so I'll do an interest meeting for anyone who's interested. That's for girls who are in grades 3 through 5. And I will host a interest meeting January 13th. It's a Wednesday. We'll do it that evening, and then we will begin our launch. So if you are interested in Girls Who Code, look out for more information.
Perfect. Does anybody have any other questions, concerns, comments, additions?
Hi, it's Anna Grimaldi.
Hi.
I was gonna wait. Are you ready yet to go into the questions about Beanstack, or are we still waiting to do that?
I'm gonna end the meeting officially, and then we'll go into that part.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to thank everyone for joining our last PTO meeting of 2020. Can you believe 2020 is almost over? How many more days do we have left, right? We want it to be over, right? So thank you all for joining. Thank you to all the staff and parents who are on this evening. And thank you, Ms. Peterson, for presenting. It is always good we can come together and learn together about the resources that we have available. I'm very excited about Holiday Craft Night. I think that's going to be very fun. So Ms. Rosa and the PTO board, you guys are doing a wonderful job with planning activities to keep us all connected. The Snowman activity was very resourceful. I don't know if you all saw like all the materials the scholars had to be creative with to use. And also, if you did not register for the Gingerbread Challenge, the last day to register for that is tomorrow. So the Gingerbread STEM Challenge, Ms. Clausen is on. If you register for that, you can pick up your kit. And so over the winter break, you can engage in a STEM activity by building your gingerbread house with your scholars. It's not required, but it's a fun activity just to have some engagement along with your winter bingo. All right, so thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate your time and your energy for this evening. And please make sure you fill out that form that Ms. Clausen sent. It's important that we get your feedback. And have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy 2021. If I don't see you all, have a Happy New Year.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Miss Rosa,
Yes.
Miss Farmer has a question. She asked if it's too late to register for Holiday Craft Night.
Thank you. I actually was just about to private message her. Is she still on?
Yeah, she's on. You can private message her.
I am. Thank you. I know I'm late. I apologize. I apologize.
All right, so I did want to go over some information about Beanstack and Dreambox. Does anybody have any questions specifically about that before I get into it, just so I know what needs there are?
Yes. Hi, it's Anna again. I've always read with my son Roman, and we read on a regular basis, but with a lot going on and stuff like that, so I have to go backwards and like backlog, you know what I mean? Because I don't get in the log. So when we did, I'm used to Beanstack because I always, even when he was small, we did it, you know, he's done the 5x500 with Miss Faith, you know what I mean? The one she knows is, as she told you very well, he used to go to the library every week when he was little, but we just log minutes when we would enter the contest. So now we're logging the names of the books, but I'm wondering, I need to be able to see what book I logged last, because we're doing the whole Magic Treehouse series and I'm like lost and I need to go backwards. Is there any way to see? It doesn't show you the names of the books that you've logged. You know what I mean? So I'm doing the books now because she said you had to put the books in. You know what I mean? And I need to know where it is so I know, because I know which book we're on. I don't know, you know what I mean, where I left off, and it's just.
No, that's actually no problem. Let me go ahead and see if I can show you that real quick. Ms. Rashula, do you have anything to add? I can't hear you. All right. Just keep trying to talk and we'll get to you soon. All right, so let me go ahead and share onto the Beanstack. Okay, I believe I put it in this one. Okay, so here is the Beanstack for my kids through the Charles County Public Library. You have the same option on the school library as well. By the way, you can now actually connect them. I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but it'll give you an option to link it with the Charles County Public Library account that you already have. So usually what I do in order to go back is I go to reading log, and it'll show me all of these that I've previously done, all the titles that you previously completed. Or sorry, all the titles that you previously done. And then if you go up onto it, yeah, it tells you what the last log session was for that book. So it's actually very helpful for them to have logging in the books if you're trying to keep track of where you're at in a book, because it does tell you when was the last time you logged minutes for that specific book. You can generally also see it in your log reading minutes, or I thought you could. For some reason I can't.
Yes. See, that's the way that I go, right where you're at right there. So I didn't know about the other section that you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where I go to log it back. I always backlog. That's another reason why we added the reading log in the last distribution, was because a lot of people have mentioned that it's been difficult for them to go online and insert it in, because by the time they get online to insert it in, they forget what it was. So we passed out those reading logs so you could write them down, get those minutes on there, and then get to this when you can get to it.
Right. So will this show you anywhere from right here? Like you go back and click on a dot that you've already previously clicked. You know, is any way to, because I don't, yeah. I mean, because the books we read haven't been like off the site. They're books that we read that we get from the library. We do pickups.
No, it doesn't show you when you click on the dot.
Right. It shows you nothing. Yeah. But
if you go to the reading log, as long as you're inserting the books and you know what book you last put in, or you could even check all the books, you could see when the logging history that you put in for that book.
Okay.
So for me, I've been putting in bedtime because that's just easier for me. I don't know what the kids are reading at bedtime, but I know they're in there reading like 5 different books. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, but I end up going in and
he's a kindergartner, and he does, you know, he's learning to read very well. He's very smart, but I still read the books. I mean, we're reading big books. You know what I mean? We're reading Magic Treehouse series. That's going to go on forever.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to order our next 4 books tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah. So like right here, Too Many Cats we recently read when we did a pickup. And I love those pickups, by the way. And we insert we find out the log sessions right here. So the last dates that were for that book. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember this screen because for some reason I don't remember seeing, you know, I don't remember. I just got to go back into it again.
So you have your main screen where you normally see the challenges and stuff right here. So instead, you're going to go to, instead of going up to the log reading and activities, you go to the side to reading log.
Right.
And
yeah,
then that's where you click on the book.
Looking at your screen. It's like just funny because I'm not picturing it coming up looking like that when I log into it to do it.
Oh no, it doesn't look like this at all for me either because I'm using my phone. using the app.
Yeah, so I'll just check it out, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely look for that. If I have any other, things, and I'll just, contact your, yeah, it should do that, I guess, when I.
Definitely. So, basically, that's just what I wanted to let everybody know, is that now it connects with the Charles County Public Library, connects with our school library accounts. So it makes it so much easier to access, makes it, especially if you use it on the app that you can download onto your phone. Then all you have to do is log it in once, and it goes for both. And you can access it by just switching over one to another if you have multiple kids. So like right here, I have multiple kids, so I'm seeing both my daughter and my son. And also the library has several challenges going on right now, like the winter reading program and the 500 under 5 books. And the school library is still having their staying home, still reading program, and they're about to have their winter program starting soon as well. Does anybody have any more questions about Beanstack? Okay. All right, so I'll go on to about Dreambox. That question about how to link it. I was so excited about this when I learned about it in April or May, because my kids were constantly lying to me, apparently, about them doing their Dreamboxes, and I had no way of knowing. And then once I did this, every single time they say they were done, I found out they only did one, or maybe they just didn't do any, and we're just playing with the computer. Where is it? Sorry, I got lots of little things in the way. So when you first get on
great
here,
back in the Dreambox
generally-
neighborhood. Have fun on your learning
generally
adventure.
there's actually a little button down here. It'll be in blue saying parent access. So down here, there'll be a little thing in blue saying parent access. The reason why it does not say that for me is because I already have access, so it doesn't ask that anymore. But it'll say parent access down here in the blue, and at that point, the parent creates an account for their child and can create an account for multiple children on one account. So then when I go just to Dreambox, Dreambox.com, I could access this on my phone as well. And I just sign in. Family dashboard. Ooh, give me 1 minute. I forgot the password. Usually I have this saved. So now all I have to do was go onto here, and I can access easy knowledge about my students' Dreambox. So I can see their proficiency and growth. I can see how many they did today. Like I now got to get on my daughter because she's supposed to have done 2 today. But she was on there for 58 minutes. Oh, sorry, last 7 days. That's even worse. So you can check how many they've done today, how many they've done in the last 7 days, and how many they've done in the last 30 days. So, and it also tells you what level they're at. So right now she's moving towards the end of 1st grade level for these particular things, but down here she is not. Is there, am I going too fast for some? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, and you can do that right from their Dreambox login.
Yeah, what you do is you go to their Dreambox login, and then on the very bottom, there's going to be something saying parent dashboard. Sign into parent dashboard. And that's only if you do not have your account set up already. if you do not have a parent account set up already.
Right, because I'm saying he goes in right from his student view account. He scrolls
Yes.
all of his scheduled classes down to the bottom and he just hits the Office 360. He goes in from there and he knows how to do all that himself. And so then he's in it from there. So then he pulls them up. But you say, because I haven't seen it where it says parent. So you said it does say a parent access at the bottom of that?
It's very little bottom. So you actually,
and this is on a tablet now. I know some things are different with the computers.
That's where I'm not 100% sure. I would say try and access it through a computer just to be safe.
So I'm unable to do that right now. That's why I was wondering, because I didn't see it.
I know I've done it on, if you do it, instead of going to the app and do it through the browser, it should do it the same way.
Okay.
So when it asks you if you want to switch to the app, you'll just say no.
The apps, if you're talking about the apps, like the short links that are on their tablet, those don't work, right? Not that you can't log in through them.
Yeah, I know you can't log in through them. You usually have to go through the steps and then it sends you to the app.
Right. You can pull it back up with those after you're done, but you can't start off with them at all. Yeah. No.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but if you try and pull it up through the browser instead of it letting you sit, because it'll ask you yes or no to be sent to the app, say no. And
you tell it no?
What was that?
You said you tell it no, because that's how we do it. It asks to go open up the browser, and that's where he gets through. And you say tell it no.
Yes, because then it should pull it up on the web browser rather than the app, and then it should be the same way.
Right. That's what it does. It pulls it up on the web browser every time.
Yeah, so it should still be on the bottom that way. Okay. I've done it on my phone before when I was setting up my daughter's, and that's how it pulled up that way as well.
Okay.
So this way you have access to everything they've done. Obviously, I got to get on my daughter, but let's see if my son's been doing any better. Last 7 days, he's had 5 lessons completed, so he's on track. And it tells me where he's doing good at. And over here, it's showing me also where he was not proficient and what he needs extra help in. Tells you current activities that they're doing as well. Standards. Usage, so how much they're using it on average and what their average usage is. And their assignment history. So they can never tell you that they did it when they didn't do it again, which apparently I got to keep checking this again now. I thought they figured this out. But it's actually a very helpful tool. I access this all the time through my phone, just by going through dreambox.com. And it also makes it so if you don't have all of the accesses to it, you can say, if I go out of this, I can actually have them play the Dreambox from this. And instead of going to Family Dashboard, they can go to their Dreambox through here. So I'm not sure what the answer is to this one. Oh yeah, we created it has you create a little password for it when you create a parent account. It's just been so long now. Did I make anybody more confused, or was anybody able to get through?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to look it over, you know what I mean, see if I can find the little things that you were talking about that I didn't see before.
All right, if you're not able to find it, go ahead and email me and I'll get you over to Mrs. Metz, who, like everybody said, she's 100% on this. It's from her that I figured this out. Back in April when I told her I'm pretty sure my kids are lying to me.
Yes, he's good about that. I mean, he's only in kindergarten. He sits right here and he does it. He actually likes doing them. And so his teacher already gives him the kudos because he gets his stuff in. So, you know, I still just want to be able to look at, mentioned to me before how to do it. And I just didn't see, just had a lot going on. You know what I mean? So I figured while we're talking about, you know, I just would say.
Of course.
Thank you.
Right. I believe that was all. Does anybody else have any other questions about anything that I can help out with?
Girl, I'm special. I'm
Yes,
just
I
gonna
have a
call you.
question. Oops, sorry.
All right, Karen
I-
Farmer.
Yes, I have a question. I didn't see, were you individually texting me about registering for the holiday craft night?
You didn't see it in the chat?
No, let's
No.
see. No.
And Anna.
Yeah, I had asked as well too.
Yeah. So
Or is this you?
we only have a
Oh.
certain amount of craft supplies.
Okay,
I believe we have 2 extra. So it depends on how many children you have, because we only have 2 extra.
Anna and I each have one.
Oh, y'all both know that?
Yeah,
Here
That's
next
enough.
to each other.
Okay.
yeah.
Then email me your information and I'll get y'all added to the list.
Okay, what's your email? What's the email?
Oh, jpryanpto@gmail.com.
Okay, at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And then my other question, and you're going to be like, okay. So I was on the call where you went through all the details about how to join PTO online. And of course, I didn't write it down. So maybe I don't even know where to go or start with joining the PTO Facebook.
I got you. Are you talking about the Facebook page or are you talking about?
I don't know. Joining Facebook. So yeah, so they're different. See?
Yeah.
See? Here we go.
So Facebook page, you just click follow. So
Okay.
JP Ryan PTO, and then you click follow to keep updated with all of our information.
Okay.
And we also do have a secondary group with that you can follow as well. That's listed as PTO parent chat.
Okay.
So that's where parents can go on there and ask like questions that they just don't feel comfortable asking the teacher, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and that other parents can help out with.
So to join PTO, there was a
Yes.
whole lesson on that, and maybe,
Yes.
and you don't have to take everybody's time because of my.
Oh no, this is after time. Everybody can leave when they want.
Okay.
That's why we already ended the meeting. So this
Okay.
is perfect time for doing this. All right, where am I at? So what you do is you go to jpryan.ptboard. So PTBOARD.
Okay.
.com/home.
/home. Okay.
And then up here at the corner, you'll press on the sign up button.
Uh-huh.
And it'll bring you to create an account, but this is not all. So once you create this with your first name, your last name, email address, and your password, then you'll go back. And sorry, let me get into it and get into the JP Ryan Elementary PTO page. And you'll go down to form and payment.
Okay.
And then it will say JP Ryan Elementary PTO sign up page. You'll press view.
Okay.
And then fill out this form here. So this form asks for your phone number. Would you like to become a class or grade parent? Are you a teacher and or a parent? Would you be able to be a translator? If so, what language? We love translators.
Mm-hmm.
And your name and email.
Okay.
And then it will also ask for your list all your students that are in the class, or sorry, that are here. So you would list the class here. Our student that you type in, sorry.
Right.
I'm lost in my head. So you would add the student and then you would select the class. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this part.
Okay.
And then you select the class that they're in. And you would add it to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let me do it. And then at the next page, you'll complete it. So there's no
Okay.
charge to become a PTO member this year.
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. But actually, I do want to add one more part. In order for it to work towards the contest that we're trying to do, I don't know if the contest is very successful, but you would have to go to class and group. You would go to your student's class.
Okay.
You would press join. and then say which student you would like to join. So then
Okay.
you can see that it's going towards that class.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. All right, I'm gonna try to, yeah, I'll try to do that.
Okay, and if you ever need any more help, go ahead and email me and I could take you step by step through the phone if you need it.
Oh my goodness. Thank you in advance.
That's what we're here
Thank
for.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate it.
Why we always added the parent chats is so we can all be here for each other. That's what we're here
Yeah.
for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions, concerns, want me to go through anything?
Hey, I have a question. I'm trying to do the survey, but it's telling me I don't have an account. So what do I do?
You can actually insert your student's account because that's a Microsoft account.
Oh, okay.
So like they
Thank
use
you.
their username at ccboe.com.
Can you do it?
I'm sorry, I saw that question, but at the time I couldn't figure out the answer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or would like me to walk them through anything? Thank you all so much for coming. Bye. Where is